He made a vow, but he regrets it now. Gotta play it fast.
What do you think I've been doing, Dominic?
All right,
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Gotta Talk Fast. Except no, it's the restart the game. No, I'm kidding. Welcome back to Gotta Play Fast.
We could just do this as the first episode if we weren't happy with.
We'll find out. We'll find out. They'll never know.
I mean, they'll know because we just said it.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's frustrating.
That's really funny.
I will start. Say the Sonic Ages collection does let me quick save, so I will do that in the future.
There should be an
happening.
There should be an autosave and a level select, and
I think at 50.
that's okay.
Cool.
When can you save?
Like right now. I think I can literally, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe I should just do it after every act.
Yeah.
It's never happened.
Just the habit. Just develop the habit now. Save. It never happened. It never happened.
Yeah, that never happened.
I'm a huge save scummer. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah. Especially in
for the younger folks who might not know what that means.
Save scumming is a thing where you just repeatedly load until like your game file is perfect. So for instance,
So a lot of Skyrim is
probably yes. A lot of, but at least with that game though, if you died, it would just take you back to a save.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'm talking about games like the early GTA games, where if you died, like GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, if you died, you lost all your shit.
Yeah.
So it would be like, well, there's no point in continuing because that's so much work and like money. I'm just gonna fucking save scum, and I'm not gonna feel bad about that at all.
No.
I do think it's developed, however, a bad habit for me because...
Because you never got good at video games?
Well, yes, one. Never got good, and I don't care. Oh, wow. Yeah, 47. What channel on the old TVs, what channel was what channel were the kids' shows?
I mean, I think it's regional, but are you talking about Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
It was 47 for me, and Nickelodeon was 46.
Same it was.
And Disney was like 54.
That sounds exactly right. 56 maybe, but it's somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah. And then Comedy Central was 42.
Nice. That's really close to the kids' channels.
Yeah, I mean, those were the only channels I, paid attention to.
Yeah, it's the only ones worth listening to.
When G4 was a thing, it was, 136 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about... I'm not confident about that.
Sure.
Finally.
Whoa, what's going on with the music here?
I got a speed boost. I mean, this is how Sonic is supposed to be playing. I was... I decided against it because I was like, we gotta play the original. But I started looking up. I figured the Sonic community is probably very active with trying to make things better.
Yeah.
And
no, because the developers never did.
Right. And yeah, they're like, we know Sonic sucks. And there's a project called, I think it was Sonic Forever, which was, they went and added a bunch of things to this game where you have the spin dash. I think they added things from
quality of life, a lot of quality of life stuff,
Sonic,
right?
3, where you get the elemental shields and stuff. And I was like, I should play that. That sounds fun. And then, but I was like, probably not for our, maybe that's a different thing, where I sit down and then explore a lot of Sonic adjacent properties, not properties, but games, fan games, right?
Right.
Or fixes, stuff like that.
I would love to do this with you, is to go through all the Sonic games on Newgrounds. Because there were...
you don't want to go through the Meet and Fuck games on Newgrounds?
Well, that's for Patreon only, but...
We got...
you know, can I be really frank here?
You can be Dominic.
Let me be frank. Hi, I'm Kevin Spacey.
Oh!
I miss his yearly Christmas message.
Man. That was like one of my favorite things he ever did. It was so insane. For those who don't know what we're talking about, so Kevin Spacey played, what was his name?
Frank Underwood from House of Cards.
Which I've never seen House of Cards.
I think the first season still hold up, but I think the quality dropped from there.
I have no desire to watch it.
Yep.
But he, after all his like conviction stuff happened.
He never got convicted. It's all allegations. He's not been convicted of a crime.
Oh.
Well, at least the crimes that we're thinking of.
Sure.
A lot of the witnesses have died. I'm not joking.
Oh no. Well, a real Frank Underwood. He made a like.
He made a video. He made a home video.
Was it like a Christmas video?
I feel like it came around the Christmas time, but I could be mistaken.
I remember just being in the basement of our old job, watching it and laughing our asses off.
And not in support of Kevin Spacey.
No, we don't.
Just the insanity of what he was doing.
Yeah, so he made a video, not as Kevin Spacey, but as Frank Underwood.
Even though he was fired from the show.
Yeah.
From the show House of Cards.
And so he's playing this character, and he's just like, I'm gonna make a comeback. And it's so weird. Gotta look it up.
It's a monologue. And look, it's Kevin Spacey. He's just naturally good at acting. So there is a level of charisma in it. But it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome.
I think it's worth watching. It's worth watching from like a very like weird perspective. 19. Save.
Good call.
Does it save like just literally where you save it?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna wait till Act 2 pops up. Oh!
Whoa, don't do that. That is stupid. Well, no, I guess not, because you've run a quick load. But anyway. Yeah, it's a crazy video, and I think it's still on YouTube, and it's called, at least one of them is called Let Me Be Frank.
He made more than one?
He made at least 2. I'm pretty confident on that.
Awesome.
And it was like a joke for a while. So he's going to do this every year? Like the yearly Frank Underwood message?
I want that. I'm upset that he hasn't been making them since.
Yeah. I do. This is pure speculation, but I like to think that he, like, all of the witnesses in his accusations were like dying, and even though I like to think he had nothing to do with those deaths, but because it just was so sketchy, he was like, I'm just gonna play into this because I think it's funny. And again, not in support of Kevin Spacey, and that's really shameful that all of those people died, but same hallway. That's you know what? That's a tough hallway.
That's the Dark Souls.
That's the Dark Souls hallway.
Dark Souls
of Sonic 1.
That's the Dark Souls of hallways.
Yeah, dude. I forgot what we were talking about before that, but in terms of what, I don't even know. I've lost the plot. I'm sorry.
We lost the thread.
So in the new topic, in the games, all these flickies come out, or Mobini come out of the.
Yeah, flickies are later.
Okay, thank you. The Mobini come out whenever you destroy a robot, and that's really cool. I think that's a really good message. However, in the comics, Nick, that is not what happens. They're just robots. So the games came first.
Sorry, I was thinking. I guess my question. I mean, they're roboticized, right? So
yes.
They are technically robots.
The non-serialized ones. We're talking about like the roboticized people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You know what? Then I guess it's another way to do that concept where instead of freeing small animals from a robot, it's like, wow, that's actually that's like literal Matrix energy. Where it's like you use the life source of these robots is the
the Mobini or batteries.
Right.
Robotnik would definitely put I did it again.
No, actually, you do have to save Scum because you'll be losing lives. Oh, that's one thing I was going to talk about is that the latest Crash Bandicoot game, Crash 4.
Yeah.
The one that they made just a few years ago. They took out, or you can play it 2 ways, either with lives, like every other Crash game, or without lives, and it's just continuous.
Vinny's getting fucked up.
No, it's alright. He's a seal.
Fire seal?
Yeah. It's like a Pokemon.
Okay, there's something up here, right? Let's do this. This will...
Oh, the caterpillar came out of the boxes. Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw it. What were you saying?
I don't know. Follow us at Gotta Talk Fast, at Gotta Talk Faster on TikTok.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna fuck.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, that's the other thing I was talking about is that on Pornhub. I'm not joking too.
For what? What are we talking about?
There are gameplays, Nick, of porn games on, like, let's plays of porn games on Pornhub.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah, pause it. No.
Yeah, just hold that up.
But that is a thing, and it's really funny because the people who do that, maybe I just haven't found the right person, but the people who do that generally are not the most charismatic of people.
So what you're saying is that
we need
there's
to
a real underserved market.
Yes.
That we could be tapping into.
There's no minimum requirement for Pornhub other than, be 18. So, like, what if, in addition to YouTube,
we start our Pornhub channel?
Yeah, and it's but it's like obviously no porn.
Well, I mean, we'd be doing the whatchamacallit,
every fourth or fifth gameplay, we just take off our shirts.
That'd be too hot.
We'll wear pasties, that way it's on YouTube still.
Man, you are opening my eyes to a world that I want to know more of.
But we cannot show on YouTube.
I want to know more about these
creators.
Yeah, these Pornhub games.
Pornhub gamers?
Yeah, Pornhub gamers.
And we're not talking about, the porn plots where they're playing the games and then they go into like a traditional porn scene,
Yeah.
That genre, which by the way, it's always commented on where it's like, they're so stupid, they never turned on the controllers. They're doing that for engagement. They know the controllers are off. Maybe like the first times anyone ever did that, they were genuinely off. But now it's a thing where Nick, I want to be serious. The gamer, like, oh, I'm playing games. Oh, now we're having sex. That is like the new plumbing of porn plots. It is extremely common.
I love how deep you are in the Pornhub world.
It's not just Pornhub, by the way. In fact, Pornhub's kind of shit these days. Can I be frank?
Yeah, no, okay.
Let me be frank. Let me be frank. So,
what's so shit about Pornhub, and where should we be going?
So let's begin. Let's begin with the Pornhub purge of 2018.
Well, so okay, you gotta help me out here.
I don't know if that was the actual.
What is the Pornhub purge?
So the Pornhub purge is an event that happened where this was Pornhub's fault, or the original owners of Pornhub. Well, they're still the owners. Their original name was MindGeek.
Okay.
They have since changed names. It doesn't matter. But
I didn't know my co-host was what's the word I'm looking for? Historian on Pornhub?
Look, let me say this. You know how people say I read the trades? It is very possible.
Is there a Pornhub newsletter you're reading?
You need to stop thinking exclusively about Pornhub, Nick. There's a whole other world there that is not just Pornhub.
Yeah, I gotta expand my horizons, huh?
You really do.
Incredible stuff that's happening right now.
I can bring the energy down if this is too much right now.
This is honestly, I'm tired, so I need this energy.
This is critical actually right now. This is maximum content. This is maximum content.
Okay, so what's the Pornhub purge?
So I completely forgot the year, but Pornhub effectively did a sweeping purge of their content, and it was a lot of re-uploaded things. It was a lot of things where it's like, oh, the creator isn't verified, etc., right?
So like getting rid of like illegal.
Yes. Like it re-uploads, so not from the official channels, or like this creator isn't verified, so we're gonna just delete all their shit.
Okay.
Effectively. And it was a I don't know the percentage or numbers or whatever, but a large number of videos, to the point where a lot of people online were making jokes about it or genuinely upset that, like, hey, this link doesn't work anymore. My favorites folder is now half gone.
My favorites folder is gone. Okay.
But the reason why, and they will not admit this, is because Pornhub was so bad at content curating and making sure that their shit wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, hey, this creator is under 18, and they were just very, very bad. So but they were not good enough.
Oh, so you're saying
wow, wait, did you just see that? I'm being serious.
Yeah, that was fucked.
The caterpillar exploded, but the parts of it were still in play, so he got hit by a caterpillar piece. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to acknowledge that.
When you're saying verified, there was no way to verify if these like content creators were over the age of 18?
Either over age of the 18, is this revenge porn? Is this...
Oh.
Right? So
okay.
So there was a legitimate reason to do this purge, but the core of the issue was that they were really bad at, or did not put in enough safeguards or whatever. There was no systemic change. So people are surmising, or maybe they did and I just don't know enough. But in terms of the purge that happened, that was the reason. Does that make sense?
Yes. So there was maybe a bunch of illegal stuff, and they're like, let's just get rid of it all.
Exactly. It just hit the delete half of Pornhub button.
Delete illegal content.
You know the Thanos snap? But for Pornhub.
Okay. That sounds like a good thing.
Well, yes, but the issue is because we like to look at things systemically. The issue is that in a few years, this might all happen again if they don't make the proper changes, especially with the advent of things like deepfakes. And
oh yeah. Oh god.
Imagine being a teenager. Yeah, imagine being a child or a teenager, and you live in this world now, and it's so where that is a threat, and it's so bad. It's so horrible. I cannot imagine being young and having this looming threat of well, not looming. It's here, and there's been incidences, but
of
deepfake pornography, and and here's the thing, right?
It's so gross.
If deepfakes happen to us or an adult,
I'm here for it. I want people to make deepfake porn for me every day.
We would find that funny.
Yeah,
but we're also broken people.
Yeah, that too.
But we saw a bunch of planes hit a bunch of bunch of buildings, and nothing got better.
We were really thinking it would. We're very shocked that things didn't get better after the planes hit.
But
so arguably got worse. Who knew?
But in terms of us, it's whatever, because we're adults now. For like a child or a teenager, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I get Jesus Christ, you should not have to deal with that. And the social pressure, and kids, anyone under 18, and even beyond that, are closely beyond that, are just horrible. Like, they have no sense, they have no developed sense of empathy.
Horrible person.
Yes. Most people truly are.
Ooh, okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was a pure and genuine oh no. But yeah, and I shudder to think about what, if you're anyone, but if you're a girl, right? But if you're a girl and you're like 16 and that shit comes out, and
obviously
some asshole makes a deepfake. Yes, of course it's illegal, but now the social stigma. So obviously I think you would generally be protected by law, or at least the general populace would be on your side. The issue is the immediate embarrassment and lack of
imagine
emotional maturity to handle that.
Not only that, but it's already absolutely disgusting that kids will pass around naked photos of their girlfriends and stuff.
Right.
When they're obviously that's disgusting.
Yeah, fellas, don't do that. Or anyone, don't do that.
But can you imagine a deep fake? You technically never even put yourself in that situation.
Yes.
And
or rather, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
exactly. No matter what gross, but somehow even worse now. Man.
This is bad gameplay. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't like
this. Is bad. This is not way past cool.
Well, I mean, I think Sonic 2 really
ups the ante.
Yeah, I think so. I think just like the levels were better designed.
Sure.
You're right. This game does have like no flow, or maybe that's like the thing is you have to like play it enough to know the flow and know how to navigate in a way where
it's a higher skill floor. I think we can say that, right? Higher skill ceiling, but also a skill floor. Right? Are we using those terms correctly?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Skill floor is the minimum amount of skill needed to have some kind of fun with the game. Or, okay, have a good amount of fun with the game.
Sure.
So Mario is extremely easy to pick up and play. Whereas this game, it's not too difficult, but it's a little clunkier.
Oh, I did it again! Come on, jump, jump. Oh, thank God. What the fuck was that? That came out.
Yeah, that's pretty bullshit.
Okay, well.
That one is like half on you, I think.
Okay, well, now.
Other than the fact that now you gotta lock in.
Yeah, well, now I'm on the Dark Souls of stairs. Whoa. This is fine, this is fine. Give me that ring. I don't even remember what I was trying to talk about. This is...
Yeah, so we're gonna start a Pornhub channel. And
well, why do we have to do it on Pornhub? Why can't we just upload the content directly to a Patreon that we technically don't have yet?
And then upload and then re-upload to Pornhub.
Yeah. Then we can check out all the Sonic porn womes. I wonder if there are. I mean, there's got to be. There's got to be.
Nick, why would you bother even asking?
Fuck.
When did you last save?
Let's see what the... Okay, that's Act 3. I'm not gonna...
Oh, okay. Oh, no, because of the continue. Got it.
Yeah, but we're gonna save. Well, I mean, I know that there's Sonic porn. Tell me about the Sonic porn games, though.
I don't think there... I mean, there are. I was joking with you earlier, but the truth is I actually can't think of any offhand.
Okay. Well, we can explore that. That's the content people...
Subscribe to Patreon, which doesn't exist yet. It might by the time you are watching this, listener or viewer, at any point in time.
I mean, we don't know yet if we're gonna do a Patreon. We might. We probably will. Right?
Look, Nick, there's like 400 plus comics.
Well, so we were sitting down trying to...
Do we want to talk about this in the open?
What?
Do we want to talk about monetizing plans out in the open?
I mean, I don't care. I think I mean, it wasn't plans, it was just ideas. We were brainstorming ideas on what we could potentially do.
Sure.
Which was, like commentary to movies and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's a really good Patreon idea. Something that you can't like easily upload to YouTube or something.
The lost art of the commentary track.
Yeah, plus they don't do commentaries anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, would it kill all these streaming sites to just have an alternative? Like, do you want to watch the movie or do you want to watch David Fincher geek the fuck out?
Yeah, I want John Carpenter getting drunk with Kurt Russell talking about...
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Every single John Carpenter, like,
commentary?
Wow. With Kurt Russell, because they're just buddy-buddy, is, like, them getting drunk. Like, you can hear... Fuck you! You can hear him, like, opening beer cans and shit.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
I actually haven't listened to that many commentary tracks. My personal favorite are Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Honestly, we kind of do that a lot, too, to our own shit.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we just did an Abbott and Costello bit for the last Gotta Talk Fast as the opener, the very first time we did it. And while I was editing it, I may have lost a lot of time just playing that a couple times, a bunch of times, and just going, fuck yeah, that's funny.
We're pretty funny.
Honestly, your cold read of that was really good.
Good. I was
yeah, there were some mess ups, and I did mess ups too, but it flowed really well for the very first time for what is an pretty difficult bit to really extract the maximum humor from.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it. I mean, I guess I'll listen to it Monday.
Yes, or I'll be honest, Nick.
I know you're super busy.
We had like 3 episodes lined up before we started uploading anything, and immediately within like 2 months we were like,
whoa, I got fucked.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not your fault.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of happening to me. And we're really banking, and this is dangerous because I don't like banking on certain things, but like we're really banking on winter.
Oh yeah, we are.
Being a catch up.
Yes, I am at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's my logic was that like a hidden area? Or is
where?
lava rising?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a bunch of episodes locked in.
We do want to expect just once a week, but at some point we need to double up in the week. We've talked about that.
Yes, we need to. Oh, you mean like in the future?
Yes.
To like put out twice the amount of content?
Or at least just Gotta Talk Fast.
Yeah, I would like that because I don't want to be doing the comics for the next 10 years of my life. But also, that's just not feasible with our current lives. Doing one is hard at the moment.
It takes a lot. Like
It's harder than you think.
How I edit is so we do a 2-camera setup, and so I have to compile the footage and then cut between the two. Thankfully, I finally figured out Premiere Pro's multi-camera cutting, so it's relatively easier than what I had before. Spring Yard Zone, baby. And it save.
I am.
And so now it's like when it's playing, you just hit 1 and 2 to go between cameras 1 and 2, and it cuts for you. And it's the best you can possibly do, other than cutting it live.
Yeah. Which ideally one day we will.
Do we though?
Do you not? I mean,
here's the thing. Like there are pros and cons. There legitimately are pros and cons. And I've done live cutting before, not just at work, but just like for shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So like my personal projects. And there is like a disadvantage to it in the sense that you lose. Well, okay, unless you had true, like you can go back, you can live cut and then have the third feed is the live cut. We're getting technical here, folks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed.
Okay, I didn't know.
And you can go in and edit it, so it's
Okay. I'm too poor to have ever like even ventured this guess.
I forgot about Mr.
X. The name is not Mr. X for the record.
Yeah, if only we had the game manual.
That's a scary.
Is that like a Metal Sonic prototype?
You know what? Probably. I feel it because it's doing the spin thing. From the amount of times that you've just bumped into shit, I have a feeling Sonic's like stopping power is not that good.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, I found this again.
Okay, so there's rings here.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. I just know there's gonna be someone like a Sonic 1 master who's like, oh, you fools.
Yeah, that's
valid, but we never. This is a not Coldplay.
Ooh.
Viva la vida, baby.
Everything's yellow.
But it's this is definitely a.
Whoa.
See, I feel like there just wasn't enough warning for that red button.
Yeah, no, it's
There wasn't enough warning.
The game design on this feels very
spotty. It's spotty, right?
Well, it feels malicious. Where they're like, yeah, we're gonna purposely fuck you up.
We're gonna make it harder, but it's not gonna feel good.
Yeah, and I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
And when I say I don't know, I mean I know I don't like that.
It's part of growing up is knowing what you like and knowing what you don't like.
Well, I don't know. It's certain games I think I like it. Like Dark Souls, I legitimately do like that. But with this game, it feels with Dark Souls, it's a way to keep you on edge, right? It's so you're always like checking your corner
In a good way.
in a good way. In this game, it feels like because you can't be careful in this game. I mean, you can be careful, but like the whole idea is to go fast. So when they do things like put a spring at the end of the
At the end of the path.
to push you back, like
Who would have seen that coming? Who would have seen that coming?
Like the whole point is to be going fast, and they don't give you enough time to like fuck you, react out of it, right? And so with Dark Souls, it feels more like you're getting careless, and when you fuck up, it's more on you.
It could also be like Super... You played Super Meat Boy, right?
Yeah, I never beat it.
Right, a lot of people haven't. And probably, I think, even me. This was a long time ago. But Super Meat Boy, what I like about it is that, and just this general principle, make it as hard as you absolutely want. Please, go for it. But you better make the flow really good on restarting.
Oh, for sure. I think that's extremely...
That is the core of Super Meat Boy, which is that, yeah, this is insane. This is like absolutely insane platforming for the average gamer. But, however, when you die, you immediately, like, fraction of a second respawn at the beginning.
Yeah, it's honestly... Well, and it helps that that game is really tight.
Yes.
It feels very good.
In conjunction with other good game design principles. Again, not game designer, just what I gather from YouTube and just playing enough games. But I honestly, it's so good that I literally just personally call it the Super Meat Boy principle, where it's like, make it as hard as you possibly want, but make it just as easy and just as fast. Or you make it super fast to be able to get right back into it. So don't do that shit where it's like, oh, the boss battle? Okay, let's play the cutscene every fucking time. That is torture.
Yeah, what was the big one for me? There was like a Kingdom Hearts one.
I think that is like a very famous example. The final battle. I think the final boss.
Yeah.
You have to watch the cutscene.
Yeah, it was torture when I was like 12. I'm so glad game designers finally figured out not to do that.
Yeah. And honestly, like that is something that I'm glad about modern gaming for, where it's like, that if Kingdom Hearts came out now, right? And it had that you can't skip.
Oh, sure.
That people would be like and this is never good. Don't ever do this. People would be sending death threats to the developers to like release a patch. Don't ever send death threats. Never. There's literally never a good reason for a death.
Well, I mean, if they're Hitler, I think it's okay to send him a death threat.
Yeah, but he death threatened himself.
I mean, yeah, allegedly.
Are you part of the Assassin's Creed principle? Is that your theory?
What's the Assassin's Creed principle?
Not principles, theory, where because everything in that game is.
I mean, you always meet the famous people.
Yes.
Like, here's Leonardo da Vinci, and then here's
et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Here's Joan of Arc.
Yeah, I don't think Joan of Arc's been in the game, but yes, exactly that. Right.
Yeah.
The point.
Whoa.
Okay, but like they're blending in with the background.
Yeah.
That's not good. The buzz bombers are fine. Those are buzz bombers. The buzz bombers are fine, but that purple one, that's dumb.
He's a little fucker.
Yeah, they should have done like level specific enemies that are asset swapped to contrast with the background. Look at that. Crabmeat's like red with the background.
Is this the secret area? No, okay.
It looks like it. So in Assassin's Creed, right, everything is completely watered down to the dichotomy, to the binary of assassins and Templars.
Yeah.
To a hilarious degree. I think in like the third or second game. Whoa. Okay. In the third or second game.
Wait, are you saying that Hitler was a Templar?
Hitler,
Yeah.
Stalin, Roosevelt, and Churchill were all Templars.
Wait, shut the fuck up. Is this real?
That's real. Well, okay, no.
Wait, is this real life right now? Templars are real?
They technically were real. But
Well, yeah, okay.
no, yes, in the game's lore, all four of those dudes are Templars.
And so why are they...
Why are they going to war?
yeah.
Well, why is there war today, Nick?
Is this a Templar thing? Is this a trick question?
Yeah, it is. It is a very dumb joke.
What's...
So I don't remember the actual. So it's not featured in the game. It's like one specific lore page, but it's extremely clear that all 4 of those people are Templars. However, Hitler still dies at the end of the war.
Was he like a sacrifice needed by the aliens?
No, an assassin got him. He was going to escape Berlin and meet up with the other Templars, but then an assassin got him on his way out. So wait,
are Templars like, quote, the good guys in that?
No, Templars are the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
At least in the first like 3 games, and then they kind of do diversify it from there.
Interesting.
But yeah, all the major events, and even to a hilarious degree, where like even down to like the foot soldier, it's like a lot of them are just Templars and assassins.
That's pretty great.
It's pretty funny because it's such a simplification of history to an absurd degree. And well, here's the thing: in the very first, the Assassin Order, while exaggerated in the first game,
are you like a huge Assassin's Creed guy?
I was for the first like 2 or 3 games.
Okay.
Which is where I'm pulling obviously all of my knowledge from. And then I stopped after 3. But the assassins were a real order.
Yeah.
The term is Hashashin. I'm not joking.
Okay.
Like that is and I butchered it, I'm sure. But that is like the Arabic term? I'm sorry. But in terms of that, it was assassins, and then Templars are also real. They were a Christian Crusader group.
Yeah, that I knew.
That's a simplified way of putting it. But yeah, so, and because the first game was set during the Crusades, there was that natural binary, like historically accurate binary. But then they were like, hey, what if we set it in the Renaissance? Okay, so we got to come up with new people. No.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have either. I would have 100% just done the same thing. Yeah. Like, yeah, no, this is what's up.
And then it's like the American Revolution. All right.
I always wanted to
that was a dumb
play 3 because
it's I really like the game, but I got a hard on for American history, so I'm in love with the aesthetics of like going through New York and Boston during the colonial period.
Well, I personally wanted to mainly play that like alternate history DLC,
The Tyranny of King Washington. Yes.
Yeah, where he was like making pyramids and shit.
Yes, because
that sounded awesome.
He got it's called the Apples of Eden or the something of Eden. These are like these artifacts that are extremely powerful. They're like the stones
chaos,
from. They're like the Chaos Emeralds
of the Assassin's Creed world.
Yes, 1000%.
7 of them, and then Altair becomes Super Altair, and he's going Super Saiyan. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that is effectively what they are. They each do different things. However, like this one can control minds. This one can do this.
So it's like the magic frog stones.
So, in another one of the like lore pages in I think Assassin's Creed 2, the same ones where I found that was kind of dumb. Not from you. The Assassin's Creed, the one where I found the World War II lore page.
Yeah.
There was another one. It was Napoleon. And do you ever wonder why Napoleon had his hand in his pocket all the time or in his shirt all the time?
Shut up.
It wasn't because there was a very long-standing cultural tradition of people of gentry putting their hands in their thing because of none of that. No sociological reason. That was stupid. That was dumb.
I hate this.
That's such a cheap death.
People who like this game are dumb.
Yeah.
This is a bad game.
If this is your favorite game ever, I'm sorry. You need to play more games. It's like people who watch Megalopolis and they're like, this is the worst movie of all time. My brother in Christ, my brother in Sonic, you have not, my brother in Coppola, you have not watched enough movies.
How was that? I want to see that really.
It's not a good movie, but it's such a distinct flavor of movie that I think it's extremely worth it's worth your time. If you're even remotely a cinephile, you should watch Megalopolis.
Okay.
Should you like it? That's your own thing. That's your own vibe. I will say this. One thing I do really love about Megalopolis is that... Oh, sorry, just to finish. The reason why Napoleon has his hand in his shirt is because he's constantly holding... It's implied. He's constantly holding that that artifact
The
that can
apple?
control minds, and that's
awesome. I love this.
I wish I had seen that fleshed out in a genuine game, because it's only in that one lore piece. But yeah. Anyway, about Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, which is, as we're recording this, is currently in theaters. The whole thing is a metaphor, extremely obvious metaphor. There's no subtlety here. It's an extremely obvious metaphor for the decay of American liberalism and how populism can be the death of American, or like just liberal democracies. And it's extremely neo-lib, and it's very cringe in that political filter, right? And was that a spin dash just now?
When you're running, you can just go into the ball.
Okay, but that's not a spin dash. Spin dash is from nothing. It's from okay.
I
Standing
curl
still.
up and then
Got it. That's pretty good. But yeah, the thing with Megalopolis is that instead of New York City, it's New Rome. And instead of a historically accurate, because nothing is historically accurate, it's like kind of like half fantasy, half fantastical. Instead of traditional suits and ties, it's like kind of suits, fedoras are still in, and like there's this like half toga thing that politicians wear. And it actually genuinely feels like a 1950s historical period piece from Rome. Or like about Rome. And it if you watch like...
See, I knew I was going to do it. That's why I saved.
That's actually really funny. I'm failing to come up with the proper movie to compare it to. I'm going to say... It's not Rome, of course, but I'm going to say that... Did you ever watch Charlton Heston's The Ten Commandments, or Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments? It's like that, but just think 1950s, and it has that style where it's like, hey, we're going to...
be an epic.
Yeah, thank you. Jesus Christ, that's the word I've been looking for. It's an epic. It is undoubtedly an epic. And it has that style, and it genuinely feels like it. Like, he is shooting all these shots, all this editing, all this like imagery, and how he paces. It's such like an epic, and it's like half Shakespearean in a way too. Because you know how a lot of movies from that period, from the 50s, epic historical periods, no matter what, if you want to be fancy and historical, you just put on a British accent.
Yeah.
Like, I think I haven't seen it, but there's a movie starring John Wayne where he plays Genghis Khan.
Yes, there is.
And he's just doing hold here, don't play. He's just doing a British accent, like, or like not even like British, but like American. What's the word? I don't know, but it's like I am Genghis Khan, and you know, stuff like that. That's the Genghis Khan accent.
The Mid-Atlantic.
Thank you, transatlantic accent.
Yeah.
So it's like they're doing Casablanca, you know, like imagine the dialogue from Casablanca, but instead of doing, it's John Wayne.
Face?
Yeah. I haven't seen the movie, but I think at the very least his like eyebrows are done.
Sure.
And it's like, holy shit. Anyway, this has been Gotta Talk Fast, episode 3. We went a little longer on this one, but only because...
Fast.
Thank you. Gotta Play Fast, episode 3. And
is it episode 3? I thought that was 2.
So we stopped after you forgot to save, and that was like a 15-minute episode. And I think it'd be really funny if we just stopped after that. Gotta play it fast!